Hello YouTube, welcome to the channel Vortigon Gaming. Let's run some Mythic Plus dungeons in World of Warcraft. Today we are going to be running the Underrot level 14 as an Arcane Mage. The weekly affixes are Tyrannical, Incorporeal, and Spiteful. I will be doing my best to give a commentary of the dungeon run. If you're into that kind of content, feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel. So, this is a pretty rough week for Mythic Plus, and already this group is having a bit of issue with communication, but you know what, it is only a level 14. I don't expect this dungeon to be too difficult for everyone here. I'm also mainly running this so I can get practice, you know, for later weeks in the season. Oh, that's a Savage Cleave that I do need to dodge there. Very funny with the markers, setting them up in the line like that. I think they're just memeing at this point. Oh, I also should probably dodge that right there. That should be good. Okay. Anyway, this is a rough week in general. In fact, I would say this is maybe one of the one of two hell weeks that we have this season. The next one actually being next week, in my opinion, with the Fortified Affix. We've also got, I believe, Afflicted and Raging, so that's going to be pretty rough to get through. So we'll just run a 14, get some practice in. I do need to, you know, kind of refresh my knowledge of these dungeons before I try to go for the portals at level 20. I am planning to do those in the next week or so, the next week or two, I would say. Anyway, this group did call for hero on the first boss. I think we're going to be in a situation where we do hero on the first boss and then we just clear trash, maybe even do the third boss until hero comes back up. Then we can go to the tooth boss and take care of that.
Time for a sacrifice.
Bosses 2 and 4 are definitely, I would say, the biggest issue on Tyrannical. Oh, I also do want to dodge the swirly on the ground there. Okay, we'll go ahead and pop hero. Make sure Creeping Rot is not directed at us. Okay. Alright. Creeping Rot is coming out. We'll go ahead and hit Shifting Power to get some of our cooldowns back. I think we want to take out the Blood FHB. She is directing that Creeping Rot toward me, and we've actually got the ingredients for our burn again. So in case any of you don't know how to play Arcane Mage, basically the idea is you put Radiant Spark on a target, you throw in a barrage, and as the barrage is traveling you hit Touch the Magi, then you cast 4 spells, usually Arcane Blast, and then just do as much damage as you can until Touch the Magi is over. And that's basically how you do massive DPS. Anyway, that's going to be it for the first boss. We'll go ahead and give ourselves a slash cheer to move on to the next one. So the Radiant Spark and the Touch of Magi both give you burn windows to do as much damage as possible. And so that's what we call the burn phase of the rotation. And that is one of the 2 phases of the Arcane Mage rotation, the other being Conserve phase, which is basically just use your mana in such a way that you have enough DPS for the next, or I should say, use your spells in such a way that you have enough mana for your next burn phase. I don't think we have to worry too much about that at this low of a level. Although I did notice on a couple of the higher keys this week, I found it best to kind of change up where I was actually using those cooldowns. Okay, first of all, I'm going to go ahead and hit Dragon's Breath to just stun everyone, because there's just way too much going on right now that I'm not a fan of. I might get hit by... There's a lot of things to get hit by. Oh, go ahead and interrupt that. Gotta blink away from these shades. Yeah, considering that we have the Spiteful Affix this week, as well as there's a bunch of things that need to be dodged and interrupted when you get to this room, this is not a great place to lose your focus, right? But it is only a Tyrannical week, so it shouldn't be too big of an issue. Right? Anyway, like I was saying... Oh, probably should knock that guy back before he gets that Sonic Screech off. When you're running these dungeons on Tyrannical, and you're I'm getting hit by stuff. I think it's the Bloodstorm. Oh, I should probably take care of the Incorporeal being first. There we go. Yeah, so when you're running these dungeons during Tyrannical week, some of the boss fights can be a bit of an endurance test. I'm actually outlooking the 4th boss in this dungeon to be a bit of an endurance test. I'm not sure how good or how well these guys are going to handle it once we get there. But I might have to change up where I use my rotation on that boss and maybe some of the other bosses in here. Just so that we can kind of survive during the boss fights, because really the key to you know, finishing dungeons on time is not how much DPS you do. It's how long you stay alive, and particularly are you good at not dying, because dying is really what ruins keys in here. All right. Anyway, you know what? I think we'll do. Oh. I don't want to put my Radiant Spark on that target. That would be a waste, since Spiteful Shades actually lose health as they try to chase you down, so... This guy, I don't want this Shade running after me. We'll just sidestep some stuff a little bit. So I'm actually using the personalized hero talent, so next time we have a big pull... Or maybe even, I actually don't know if they want to do this boss right now. Maybe they're going to want to do the second boss. Boss number 2 over here. In that case, well, we won't have hero up, I will have personalized hero that I can give to myself. And then it should be relatively smooth sailing as long as no one, as long as everyone stands in the right spot and baits the boss properly. Okay, never mind. We are going to the 3rd boss. We'll come back to the 2nd boss later. I think that'll be good. The one thing about Spiteful and Incorporeal in the same week is that the Incorporeal ghosts actually stay up if there are Spiteful Shades out. You know what? I'll go ahead and use Hero on this pack just to make sure that it goes down quickly. Go ahead and hit Frost Nova, root everything in place first. Get Shifting Power to get some of our cooldowns back. Maybe throw in an orb. Oh, okay. And now the key is, can I get my hero back off cooldown before the debuff expires? What we can do is we can use a burn on this ad right here. Shadow Bolt Volley, I think, is the important one to interrupt in this pack. It's not going to hurt too much since this is a Tyrannical week. Next week, though, Withering Curse on these higher levels might be a little bit of an... Or sorry, Shadow Bolt Volley might be a little bit of an issue. Actually, mages can deal with Withering Curse, since we do have Remove Curse, the Remove Curse ability. You know, I think for this boss, we will go ahead and actually use a burn on pull, so I'll go ahead and hit Evocation and get ready. Looks like our healer is eating mana, so I may have been a bit early on the Evocation, but you know what, we're good to go, it looks like. Using the potion there might have not been the best idea, but you know what, it's only a 14, this shouldn't be too big of an issue. We're going to go ahead and turn around, take care of this Incorporeal being. Okay. Alright. I think I did get hit by a spore, so that's not the greatest. Pretty sure the spores apply a dot to your character, so you don't want to be doing that. Alright, we'll go ahead and stand right here. And blink out of that.
Corruption bloom.
Alright. Don't know how everyone else is doing on healing, but this Mass Barrier is a good ability to use on this boss. Also with Altered Time, maybe using both at the same time was not the best idea, but you know what? This boss shouldn't be too difficult at this level. We should be able to actually get the boss down before he does Festering Harvest again. Alright, we're going to want to stand over here near the shrooms. And then blink out of it. And that should do it for technically the third boss of this dungeon, but the second one we've done. Now we're on to the actual third boss of this run, which is actually boss number 2.
I've never seen that kind of corruption before. It might be connected to Uldir. Let's hurry and find
Still
out.
have 80 seconds for Hero, and I actually only have about 70 seconds on the cooldown, so I can pretty much pop it once this debuff expires. Druid is saying Lust 1 up. I agree with that statement. Everyone on Triangle. Yes, that is true. Okay. And then we're gonna stand over here at Triangle. I'm gonna use a mini burn, so that means no Arcane Search. Oh, I also am not going to stand in the way of the charge. We'll use Presence of Mind just to get that 5th, or I guess 4th Arcane Blast in before the Radiant Spark expires. There's a blood tick on the ground, not sure how that happened. Oh. Want to step on this leech first. He is going to run out, start doing a tantrum. Okay, once he starts doing the tantrum, we'll go ahead and I'm going to have to stand behind to take care of one of these. Okay. Alright, Hero is up. Let's go ahead and we're going to do an AoE burn just to take care of these leeches right here. Oh. I think the boss may be getting away from the tank a little bit. Alright. So, you know, that was not the best attempt at that boss, but I think we can go again.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummels. Like you.
Alright, where I'm going to star. Okay. Yeah, I think this is for the purposes of, stomping the ticks. Okay, round 2, here we go. I totally forgot to give myself a buff. You know what? We'll give ourselves a buff. Wait for the charge to be baited. We'll do a burn. Okay. Hopefully he gets baited over here toward the rib cage. There we go. Alright. He is going to start running in a bit. They told me to get star. Oh, how did I don't know how I missed that. That's weird. So much running. This is probably my least favorite boss to do. You know, we'll do some AoE damage. Okay, charges out. Alright. We're gonna go over here near Star. Give ourselves some healing. I don't know if I can reach these in time. I got one at least. Okay. You know what? I think we should be good after this. As long as I dodge that properly. Okay, here we go. Alright. I also forgot to set a focus on the boss. That might help a little bit. Either way, I'm pretty sure this dude is almost dead. So we'll go ahead and give ourselves a slash cheer and move on to the last part of the dungeon. I think 13 minutes is more than enough time. As long as nothing too crazy happens on the last boss, I think we should be good with timing it. Not that I really need it. This isn't going to give me any IO score, I don't feel like. Alright. I think on the next pull I will be able to pop hero again. We've still got 5 minutes on the hero. This grotesque score is going down pretty quickly. I do need to save the interrupt for the actual ads and not the incorporeal beings. Polymorph works on the incorporeal beings, though. That's the good part. Okay, never mind. I guess we are not doing the typical route. Anyway, I'm just going to use hero here. Because I want the extra damage somewhere on one of these packs. But I also want it back up in time for, you know, the boss fight if we need it. Luckily, I still got hero going, so I can actually use some of the haste buff on this pack right here. Alright. Okay, Faceless Corruptor has been pulled. We've got some tentacles coming out. We'll go ahead and switch our focus onto this new ad. Actually, maybe even pop a burn on him. Okay. Do need to take care of this incorporeal being over here. Alright, ads are down. Shade is chasing them. That's fine though, we can outrun him.
Planetary infection imminent.
Alright, dodge the tentacles. I am being targeted by a, whatchamacallit. That frontal attack that the corruptors do that, like, fears you, I'm pretty sure. Okay, we actually gotta take care of the maddening gaze is what it's called. Alright, we still actually have 3 minutes on hero, and we still have like 9.5 minutes on the dungeon.
Virulent specimen detected. Containment priority 1.
Alright. Oh, I think we might need percentage. And it won't let us through. At least that's a good fail-safe, you know, for not letting people through. I may have... Oh, you know what? We're not even going to have a hero up on pull, so you know what? It's fine that I used a burn on here.
I need to
Okay.
target something first.
Alright. Minute till hero. I actually have to use shifting power to get some of my cooldowns back since I will not have hero in time. I'm actually running a little late on hero, but you know what? I don't think it will matter too much. We're going to stack up on the tank. Move over to the warrior here. Okay.
Cleansing area.
Okay.
Cleansing area.
So you might have noticed that my stacks of whatchamacallit were getting pretty high up there. Blood Visage needs to go down.
Sanitize.
Pretty sure that big guy takes care of it. Okay. Hero will be up in about 4 seconds. Okay. We'll go ahead and hero. Move out of the way.
Cleansing area. Purge protocols engaged.
Alright. Well, expulsion is coming out. We're gonna go ahead and blink out of that real quick.
Contagion detected. Sanitize. Cleansing.
I might die here. Yeah, I'm gonna die here. This shouldn't be too bad though. Number 1, because I'm getting res. Number 2, because we're actually almost done with this boss. The idea with this boss is you do damage to build up its energy meter. And then once you've built up its energy meter a fair bit, then we'll spawn kind of like a blood ad. And then our NPC friend is going to take care of the that ad by hitting it with like a beam of light or something. And then after you do that like 3 or 4 times, then the boss dies and you beat the dungeon. Like that. Go ahead and give ourselves a slash cheer. Thank everyone for a, well, relatively clean run, and even congratulate them for beating the timer.
Get help! I'll see what I can do from inside Uldir to stop this
And as always, we are an Arcane Mage, so the common courtesy here is to give everyone a portal back to the main hub of the expansion. And that's going to about do it here for this video. So if you liked what you saw here, feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you want to see me run any other dungeons during Dragonflight Mythic Plus Season 2, let me know in a comment down below which dungeon you would like to see me run. Hopefully I can get around to posting a VOD of that. Anyway, that's going to about do it for me here, so I hope you all had fun watching, and I will see you all later.